What fruit can you plant in June? Welcome to Gardening with Ben. In today's video, we're going to talk about what fruit can be planted in your gardens and allotments in June. Obviously, you won't get fresh produce off them this year, but you might get them in next year or a few years' time. So these are the fruit that you can get planted this month. Strawberry runners. Now, if you've got strawberry plants on your allotment or gardens, they'll be sending out the runners once they stop fruiting, and these are free plants for you to use, little extras, and they'll send out about 4 or 5 runners, and you can often get maybe 6 or 7 plants off each plant if you're lucky. Now, when they send the runners out, pop them into the ground still attached to the runner, and they will root. Once they start rooting, then you can snip them off and create your extra plant and plant them where you want them to grow. And they are free plants, and strawberry plants are quite expensive to buy, so the more strawberry plants you get, the better. And if you don't want them, still do it and give it to a friend or a plot neighbour. Make use of them and don't chuck them away. It's definitely worth sharing them with other people. Next up is gooseberries. Now, gooseberries are delicious. I've got red ones on my allotment. Red ones are sweet and tasty. Green ones are sour. So if you like sour ones, plant the green ones. But yeah, if you've got a plot neighbour who's got an allotment and they've got a gooseberry bush, why not take a cut in from that? It's a lot cheaper. Obviously, it'll take quite a few years to get growing, but it'll save you some money in the long run. Next up is currants. Obviously, you've got your red, your black, your white currants, all different varieties of currants. Get them in the ground now, get them growing, get them watered well, and hopefully in a few years' time you'll get some currants on your plots. Next up is rhubarb crowns. Now, I've got 16 rhubarb crowns on my allotment. They've been in for 20 years and they're still producing fantastic. They're well worth the money with how expensive rhubarb is in supermarkets now. So get your rhubarb crowns planted. Remember, don't pick them in the first year. Let them get established and then pick them the year after. So don't pick them next year when they start growing. Pick them the year after when they're well established, or they won't take root properly. Next up is blueberries. Blueberries need to be planted in ericaceous soil or compost. So some people grow them in tubs rather than in the ground because they need that acidic soil to be planted in. So if you're wanting to grow blueberries, grow them in ericaceous compost. Next up is fig trees. Now, I've got a fig tree on my allotment and I've got 4 figs on it. Now, I think you're meant to move them indoors during the winter months, but mine's survived. It's still growing, and we've got about 4 figs on it at the moment. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to get some figs this year down at our allotment. And next up is grapevine. Now, I bought mine from the Asda about 3 years ago. It's just starting to produce grapes this year. So hopefully we're going to get some delicious grapes growing on them. So make sure you stay tuned for them because I'm sharing regular videos on how well they're growing and how well they're getting on. So that is the fruit that you can plant in June. Remember to give us a follow to stay up to date with everything that we're getting up to down on our allotment. Until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben, everyone.